Hello, what is up, my friends? Lisa Marshall here, your old school soul girl, taking that Stax Records techniques and mixing and recording. And today we're taking one of the songs that's pretty much mixed, turning it into sample packs. Yeah. So we're doing this live. So join me today as I take on the challenge of turning my songs into a sample pack. And if you comment below Soul Pack, I will send you over a little freebie. Or I'll put in the link on how to get the freebie, unless you want to sign up on my mailing list. All right, you guys. So, have you ever struggled to get your music heard by the right people? I mean, who hasn't, right? We're all here. So, we're all kind of facing the same challenges and getting our music, building an audience, making a living from our art. And so, it seems to me that music producers and beat makers are always on the lookout for fresh sounds and inspiration, but they often end up using up the same samples and loops. So I thought I would toss my samples into the proverbial hat. So from hip hop to electronic music, samples are an essential part of the creative process. But why should someone else profit from your work while you're still struggling to make ends meet? So by turning your song into a sample pack, you're not only opening up new revenue streams, but you're also giving producers the opportunity to create something new and exciting with your music. So it's a total win-win situation. And it's simpler than you think. I thought it was going to be a little more complicated. So the key is to choose the right sounds and formats that'll appeal to producers. I am creating dry samples and also samples with reverb and delay. So to recap, we are going to take some of the catchy hooks. I've already done all the vocals, the lead vocals and the backing vocals for this particular song. So now we're on to the strings, the horns. There's some pretty cool wah guitar parts in here that I'm going to also include. So let's get to it, shall we? Let's do it. All right, I'm just going to make sure that I can see you guys here so I can answer any questions while we are doing the thing. I should be here somewhere, but I don't see myself anywhere. Well, isn't this interesting? Am I even live right now? Let me shut this off and come back to it. So if you're just joining us today, I'm going to walk you through making samples out of one of my songs. If you are a musician and you're interested in doing it for your own songs, it's kind of a little live tutorial to kind of help you through that, maybe get some of the creative juices going. And also, if you're interested in getting a free sample, all right, great. We got it all pulled up here. Just comment in the chat below, Soul Pack, and I will get a link. I will respond either with a link, or I'll go ahead and post a link later where you can get some of these freebies, or you can sign up on my mailing list as well. So let's do this. Okay. Let me shrink up my head so you can see what I'm doing here in my DAW. I'm using Logic for this, so this is really a logic tutorial, I suppose. Most definitely. And all I'm really going to do here is I'm going to start with, let me shrink this up a little bit more. I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to hone in on the strings here, which are the horns. Here are the strings. So you can see this little grouping here, I'm not really sure how many bars this is. So let's go ahead and isolate this. So that's a complete phrase in my mind. I'm going to go ahead and create a sample pack with that entire phrase. I'm going to do a dry version. I'm going to do a version with the reverb. And in order to do that, I'm going to use, I'm going to turn on and off buses to do that. Or auxes, sends, if you will. All right, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at how loud this is. And I might just get rid of that last note because that's setting up into another chord change. And I want these to... No, I'm not. I'll let them take it off if that's what they want to do. That's how we're going to do it. So let's go ahead and... I'm just checking... Yeah, so let's go ahead and we're going to bounce this. Project or section. And we're going to do an AIF file. You want to keep it either AIF or wave, from what I understand. And then we're going to call this Don't Give Up. Strings 1 verb. Now this is just for so I know what it is. When I go to actually post these, I'll get a better description for this. So this is the first one, and we're going to bounce this actually right into the folder that I created. I can't remember if I created a... There we go. Ba-ba-ba. Okay, so we're bouncing the first strings sample. And then while we're here, we're just going to go ahead and make these dry, although, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and do that. Oh, who's that? How'd you get through? Actually, this should be going through the mix bus too. How'd they get through? Who is it? Because I think I'm also using this saturation on the flute, and that's how it's coming through. So let's mute those. Sorry, that flute keeps popping in. Yep, okay. Great. So let's bounce that project and section. And then we're just going to put dry. I forgot I had flutes on here too. Steph, what's happening? Hey, hey. Thanks for hanging out. All right, great. So now we are going to go ahead and check out what we got over here. Now this will be interesting because there's a lot more going on over here. A big mistake I just made here was that these all need to be unpanned. Oi, my bad. Let's try it again. By the way, important to take note that this is a copied file, so this is not going to affect my mix on my other file. This is strictly for samples so that I can undo the panning and etc. So we're going to have to go back and redo that one. And actually, you know what? I'm going to split this up too because this... Yeah, and let's give that just a little bit more of a lead in. Not too much. And the reason I'm doing that is because clearly this is a counter melody on these strings. And the second half of this is really just kind of a walk down over different chord progressions. So in my mind, if I were a producer looking for some kind of hookish or counter melody strings, I would go for the first part of this. It's a nice volume. I just want to make sure that they're not too quiet and they're not too loud. All right, so we'll go ahead and bounce this. I'm going to have to go back and do the others because I just wasn't thinking. Strings to now this the reason why I'm calling this hello is because this is actually a counter melody borrowed or stolen. Let's call it what it is. Everybody does it from a song called Hello Sunshine by Aretha Franklin. So that's why I'm calling it hello. That's just for me. And I forgot I had flutes on here too. That's fantastic. I can do flute packs. Man, this song is just chock full of cool shit. If I do say so myself. Wonderful. Let's bounce that puppy. And honestly, I don't even need to go back to do the first one because the second one is more complete, in my opinion, anyway. Thanks, Steph. Sounds pretty good to me, too. So then we're just going to pull this right over like this. Let's see what we got here. Actually, let's... Hold up. That's where I would stop it right there. Because that is definitely stepping into another section. And what we might have to do here is shorten that. Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do... I'm going to take this... Yeah, we're just going to delete it. Cut that in half. Command T. Ugh. My fingers have been so... They just want to click all kinds of things at the same time. Been making me crazy. Let's do that again. And then we're just going to... Oh, it did it. Yeah, we're just going to get rid of that. Like I said, this is a duplicate project. So that is why I'm able to go in here and just delete stuff and not worry about it. So don't forget to do that. Oh, I got harp in here too and whirly. I got so many samples off this song. This is super, super exciting. All right, let's give that a listen. Let's give that just a little bit more lead. Yeah, actually, let's make this a little. It's that eighth note thing that's happening at the bottom. I don't want it to come in. Very good. Strings, hello. Second half. That's what I call it. We'll call it for right now. With the verb, we'll bounce that. Oh, I hope I bounced it to the right place. All right, so now let's turn off the verbs. Great. And then we'll call this dry. Also need to make a note to myself to delete the first one. With my 100,000 post-it notes all around my desk. Don't give up strings. Delete first ones. Cool. All right, let's see what we got on the outro. I might do. Let me think about this. Well, that's sloppy as shit. I have to fix that. Yeah, that's just very sloppy at the end. No wonder it sounds like mush. Well, and also, let me make another note. Don't give up. Strings, strength at 89. Clean up. And okay. Ah. I want that to cut off right there, I think. Perfection. Let's bounce. I'm going to call this outro big. I think this is my favorite. I may need to go and fix some of this. Oh, right on. Okay, Steph. Nice. Yeah, if anybody's curious what she's talking about tonight, I'll be on 8 o'clock on a platform called Stage It, where I'm going to be talking about the unsung heroes of female soul singers. If you're just joining me, I am turning my songs, or my song at this point, into some sample packs to be able to sell as an independent musician to other producers and musicians. And just thought I'd hop on. And if you're a musician or curious about how to do it, this is kind of how I would do it. Just doing dry and then tracks with reverb, making sure that if I've panned anything, I've put it back to the center so whoever uses it can pan it the way they want it. And if you are interested in getting a freebie out of this, I'll probably send, there's some harmonies that have the hook to this song. I'll probably send you that. Just put Soul Pack below. That sounds so cool. I love strings, man. I love arranging strings. I love it. And then we'll just say that this has got the verb on it. Burr. Yep. All right, let's see what we have left here as far as strings. I think that's going to be it. Let's see what the end of this sounds like right here. I'm curious. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's happening. It's an outro tag, which is pretty cool. I think this is the last two measures. And this should have the verb. Hey, everybody. Just joining. My name is Lisa Marshall. Love retro soul music. This is one of my songs that I've done the string arrangements and such, and I'm now taking this song and creating samples from it for producers, for musicians, and as an indie musician, you can sell, right? You can make a little dough on this, so that's what we're doing today. All right, strings are now done. See what we should go to next. Let's see what we got for horns. I got flutes, I got horns, I got a harp. Actually, let's go. Did I do this dry though? I don't remember. Let's double check this. Let's take a look at what we got here. I said we're going to go ahead and get rid of these. Only because I forgot to center them. No, I didn't do these dry yet. Okay, let's do that real quick. Very good. All right. I'm going to do something really quick because I do need to hop off and get ready for my 8 o'clock show and prepare some dinner of some sort. So I think what we're going to do quickly is we're going to grab this harp. Why doesn't this harp have any reverb? That's really interesting. I think I just relied on the natural reverb of the room on the mix bus to so check it out. Oh, yeah. This is the part. Kind of interesting that it's got reverb on it anyway. However, I do know we're going to have to pump up the volume. Pump it up. Let's see where it's at here. Pump up the volume. Pump it up. That's not bad. We are going to push this up, all of it. We'll start with that one. Interesting. I'm going to also grab this send over to the mixed bus verb and see what kind of difference that makes, if any. Let's bounce that, and we're going to call this Don't Give Up, Harp, Run, Verb. Done. Now let's turn this off. Not much difference. So fun. Just gonna call it dry. Okay, great. Now we're just gonna go ahead and grab this other harp section. Because it's kind of it's kind of like its own natural reverb built in. It's wild. That's pretty cool. We'll call it Harp Bridge. And you know, I'm not even going to do one with reverb. It just has it. So what's the point? No need. Once again, if you are tuning in and hanging out with me today, let me know if you're a musician or if you are a producer in the comments. Why not? Let's give this some whirly. Let's make this 0. So let's run this to the bus. Oh, that's so much better. All right, let's do that. And the reason I need to know because what it's over is because I need to remember the chord changes so that people know what key and what chord changes this stuff works over. So we're going to call this Whirly. Actually, Don't Give Up. Whirly Bridge. Even though this is not even going to be in the song, it didn't make it into the song. But it's a nice little patch to use. I mean, and do we have Whirly anywhere else? I don't think we do. Okay. And before we go, let's just see what this flute section is all about. And if we can get anything out of this. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to have to change it with this to 0. Huh. Definitely need to boost up the volume on that. Okay. We got a little reverb coming in. Let's see what this sounds like adding that. Great. Let's bounce it. File. Bounce. See, one cool thing about putting way too many instruments on your track is you get a lot of really great sample packs. With verb. I'm doing with verb and without verb because, or reverb and delay, because more options, more opportunities, right? Some producers may be like, nah, just give me it with a reverb. All right. All right, so we're going to leave it there for now, and then we'll come back. I got a horn section. I have wah guitar and what else? I've already got the lead vocals, already got the harmonies. Let's see what this is real quick. Let's put that to 0. That's interesting. Why aren't you playing? Because I took it out. But it's kind of cool. All right, I'll do them separate. All right, we're going to definitely do those separately. Okay, well, that's going to conclude us for this evening. I've got to go get some dinner, and I will be on a platform called Stage It Tonight at 8, where I'm going to be talking about unsung heroes of soul music, female soul singers, especially from and more directly from the Atlantic Records. Just some great friggin' singers came out of that never really got their fair shake. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. I will be back on tomorrow to finish this up. If you are a musician or a producer, leave me a comment of either or say Soul Pack, and I will get you a little freebie over to you. All right, then. Off to see the wizard. I will see you back here tomorrow, 2 p.m. We'll be back at 2. All right. Thanks, you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, ring the notification bell, follow me, because I am all about Stax Records and getting that delicious analog sound. And I've got so many other things coming your way. We've got some PDFs for some mix chains, for some recording chains. Something just to kind of, even if you're from a beginner to advanced, just to kind of help you speed up your workflow and not have to think so hard. So, okay. Good night.